nights we take the stage, Gem and Dame breaking news on Cage. Odd squad rolling through the haze, hit the vibe, this is our fate. Late night trip, got the city alive. We talk it real, we don't take a dive. Join the fam, yeah, sub and thrive on the wave where the cool survives. From the headlines to what's beneath, we cut the fluff, get to the teeth. West Coast breeze on every beat, feel the heat, we keep it sweet. Late night trip, got the city alive. We talk it real, we don't take a dive. Join the fam, yeah, sub and thrive on the wave where the cool survives. Odd squad's here, bringing the gold. Stories untold, breaking the mold. Gem and Dame, yeah, we stay bold. Midnight stories never get old. Late night trip, got the city alive. We talk it real, we don't take a dive. Join the fam, yeah, sub and thrive on the wave where the cool survives. Huh. Late night buzz in the air so clear. Gem and Dame got the vibe you hear. News unfolds with a twist and a laugh. Odd squad's here to guide your path. Drip drops under neon skies, breaking it down with no disguise. Join the fam, the squad is lit. Late night truce with the West Coast hit. Scroll the feed while the city sleeps. Stories run deep, but we sow what we reap. Gem's got the mic and Dame's got the flow. Late night drip with the glow we throw. Drip drops under neon sky, breaking it down with no disguise. Join the fam, the squad is lit. Late night truce with the West Coast hit. Midnight lights, they start to glow. Gem and Dame with the late night flow. Hot squad moves, we're breaking the code. Tuning tight for the stories they love. Oh, late night drip, we ride the wave. You so slick, you misbehave. Join the squad, sub up, don't stray. Fam in the house, we here to stay. Flip the script, turn the tables around. Every headline's got a brand new sound. West Coast breeze with the city bound vibe. Hot squad energy, come take the ride. Late night drip, we ride the wave. You so slick, you misbehave. Join the squad, sub up, don't stray. Fam in the house, we here to stay. Damie and Jim, they got the flow. Breaking news, they let it show. ODD squad, we in the know. Drip so hard, it steals the show. Daily trip, come take a ride. Stories flashing side to side. Cash is paid, got beats that glide. Join the squad, no need to hide. From the streets to city lights, they deliver day and night. Truths uncovered, shining bright. ODD squad's the guiding light. Daily trip, come take a ride.
Raindrops fall on city pavement, washing secrets in the dark. Daily drip, the crowd's amazement. Knowledge streaming comes to spark. Thunder in the nighttime sky.
Get them ready. What up? What up? Welcome to our daily drip show. Late night edition, evening, however you want to do it. We ain't tripping. Today is diplomacy or disrespect on our daily drip show. And I am here with the one and only, with all the money. What you think?
Cassius Pay. He the one with the money, not me. Hey y'all, it's me. Hey, how y'all doing? It's
Give
Jim
it to him,
Jones.
man. Give it to
It's
him,
Jim
man.
Jones coming in hot before the U.S. holiday week. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something next week, I'll tell you that. But for now, we're coming in giving y'all some of this drip as we always do every Friday. So make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all hit the socials. So we are on Facebook. We are on Instagram. We're on Threads, X. I feel like I'm missing one. I'm definitely missing one. But we're out there. Our daily drip show. Find us. We're not hard to find. Just go ahead and
Don't
look us
ask me
up.
because I don't know. But
An
drip
X,
that button.
an X. We it's I don't even know what it's called now. Is it Xing? It's not tweeting. Like I'm not sure. Like, is it writing? I don't know. Drop some drip in the comments. Let me know, what is it formally called now that it's not tweeting? Like, what is it called? I don't know.
Somebody said something on X. That's somebody said this on X. You know what I'm saying?
I guess so.
And
So
then somebody, grandma, who X said what, baby? Who
you mean the
X?
tweet?
Who
Grandma,
X
we don't
out
tweet. We
there?
don't tweet no more. We don't tweet.
I don't care about none of them Tweety birds. Nah. Now, who X told you something? Because you shouldn't be messing with them no way. Once you get done with the X, that should be it, baby. That should be it.
Oh wow, you went all the way like boomer on us, like beyond boomers. I don't know who you even talking about. All right. So welcome to the show. Like I said, make sure you hit up the socials. As we try to do every time. Yeah, there you go. You got it coming up on the banner. What's in your cup? For me, I am sipping on a one of those 0-calorie colas because I am trying to get back in the gym consistently. Definitely goes. So try to get in there. Hopefully y'all get to see a little bit of a transformation. Please keep me honest. Drop some drip in the comments. Are you trying to get that summer body? Are you trying to go ahead and get ready? Because you know cuffing season will be upon us like this. Are you trying to? Drop some drip in the comments. Let me know. All right. So as you
I don't
can
know nothing
see,
about no cuffs now. No, who over here talking about the police?
did he know all about some cuffs? But
No,
anyways, so as you can see, it is me today, along with Cash Money, Young Money over there, producing. So it's just the two of us today. So we are going to give y'all that political, the news, the current events with a little bit of that sauce and sprinkling some of that drip on it for you. And if you're interested, make sure y'all stay tuned and make sure y'all share this. Make sure you hit the like button. It's free. Hit the like button. Doesn't cost you anything. You're already on the platform. Like it. And then hit that share button while you at it. Just, share somebody you don't even like. That's fine too. I'm good with that. All right. So speaking of somebody that you don't like, I feel like Iran is a little bit between like, I don't like neither one of y'all. I'm pretty sure Iran don't like Israel, and I'm sure they don't like us. They like middle finger to both of y'all. Like, I don't like y'all. So there's been some policy shifting going on. If you've been living under a rock, as I always started off, then you have no idea that there's been a lot of beefing going on. All right, let me see if I can reenact this with justice. So I believe in the past we've talked about Israel, and I'm like, hey, Israel is like little bro. When anybody who got a little brother, probably a little sister. I don't have a little sister, so y'all drop some drip in the comments. Let me know if your baby sister act like that too. Probably because I was a baby sister. Okay, so you got that younger sibling, and they know that you, as the older sibling, you got me. So I'm about to cut up. Who about to check me? Who gonna check me? That's the type of time Israel be on that type of time. Like, that's cool. I don't like what you're doing over there. Matter of fact, I don't even like y'all. I'm about to go mess with y'all because my big brother over there. And so, as we've talked about before, what you got up first? Okay, so as we talked about before, Israel kind of poked the bear, and they're like, "Hey, I heard over there they got them things. You know what I'm saying? Them boom, boom, zoom, zooms. You know, they got them over there." And America's like, I don't know about that. Let's go check it out. So they sent your girl Tulsi in. Tulsi came in there like, hey, you know what? The Iranians, they're cool. They're cool people. They all right. And they're compliant. Stuff's cool. I mean, it ain't like boom, boom, like zoom, zoom worthy. We don't got to do all that. And so that is this clip right here.
Long story short, America said, "Kia, bitch."
Yeah, so we can go ahead. We go beyond that. You ain't even got to pull Tulsi up. So Tulsi said that, but
Iran's cyber operations and capabilities also present a serious threat to U.S. networks and data. The IC continues to assess that Iran is not building a nuclear weapon, and Supreme Leader Khamenei has not authorized the nuclear weapons program that he suspended in 2003. The IC continues to monitor closely if Tehran decides to reauthorize its nuclear weapons program. In the past year, we've seen an erosion of a decades-long taboo in Iran on discussing nuclear weapons in public, likely emboldening nuclear weapons advocates within Iran's decision-making apparatus. Iran's enriched uranium stockpile is at its highest levels and is unprecedented for a state without nuclear weapons.
Why homie look like he just spelled some boo-boo? He like, who? So.
Yeah, I'm constipated. You know what? We're going to drop a bomb on the motherfucker.
So she didn't say that they were incapable. She didn't say they were incapable of doing anything. She just said, like, if your concern is the nukes, they cool. We don't got to do nothing. Okay, bet. Donnie came in. He was like, nah, my homies over here. He ain't said it. They didn't say that. My homies over here said they got them things. I don't care what she said. I said, I think that they have them. So then, fast forward. We're going to fast forward.
America.
Man, came through.
Yeah.
Instead of bombs over Baghdad, it was bombs over Iran. That's what ended up happening with that.
Mother effing day, yeah, America.
But the real tea is before that even happened, Iran was like, "Oh, you pull up, it's finna be a problem. Pull up then, pull up and find out what happened to you." We were doing everything you said, and then Donnie was like, "Oh, okay, hold on, hold on a second, hold my beer." Okay, so yeah, Iran was like, "Hey, pull up. Something gonna happen. Pull up then. I dare you. Double dog dare you." You could skip that part if you want to.
Nope.
Khamenei said in his televised address this morning that the U.S. should know Iran is not one to surrender. He warned a U.S. military incursion would result in damage, and Iran will stand firmly in the face of imposed war. Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei said in his televised address,
he said, "Pull up, but it ain't gonna be good for you." What you think America did? They pulled up.
Said, "Kia!" with them Eagles.
So it came through, dropped them things, right? But keeping in mind, like, the whole thing is like Israel, like, nah, you can't trust them people. Can't trust them. Don't trust them over there. You don't know them folks. You know me. You don't know them. Don't trust them. Right? So U.S. pulls up, drops some things, which we don't have to do that video. That video is kind of on the longer side. Oh, you already got it up? Yeah, it's a little on the
I mean, we can say, where you want me to go with it? Boom, boom.
The first 30 seconds is fine. They get the
First
idea.
30 seconds. All right,
They get the idea. They can go anywhere and get the full tea.
The surprise attack on Iran started with deception. Then came stealth bombers, bunker buster bombs, and tomahawks launched by a submarine.
The U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the 3 key nuclear facilities.
So then, Trump pulled over his peeps, was like, we did what we did, right? And it was like super late U.S. time. So after that, it's like, hey, so look, I think we know who got the big, okay? So let's have a ceasefire.
What you talking about, Willis?
Look, I'm not trying to get in trouble, but, let's have a ceasefire. Iran like, nah, homie, I don't know about that. Y'all came over here pulling up on this empty nuclear spot we got. I don't care. You basically disrespected us by coming over here because we talked to y'all. We did what we supposed to do. We told y'all we cool. Y'all pulled up anyways because homie over here who want to fight people, your little brother over here starting stuff, and you just listen. Little brother over there like, and what, and I do it again. Go get your brother. Get your brother. Down in the U.S. like, okay, hold on. How about my little brother gonna be cool over here? As long as y'all gonna be cool over here. We being cool. We being cool.
And then separate them out, and then little
then
brother
like,
sock somebody right in the face.
Big brother like, I'm about to go take me a smooth bath because it was gonna be crazy. I called this girl on the phone. Hey, baby, I got this whole thing. They ain't even fight this time. Little bro, he chilly. I'm gonna go ahead and take this bubble bath. You get in the bubble bath. Little bro was like, hey, ceasefire. We good now. We good now.
We good because I said we good.
Because we good.
Not because he said we good. Because
we outie. That was Israel to Iran. Like came by like, hey, he talked about ceasefire. Yeah, what's up? Nah, it was a ceasefire. What? Get your brother. I'm about to, that's meanwhile, you looking at your phone like, get your brother. He came and smacked me smacked you in the face. We was cool. We was cool. Just a couple minutes ago. We were cool.
But you
drop some drip in the comments if you got if you've been in a situation where you thought you got things cool, whether it's work, whether it's home, whether it's your females, whether it's your dude, like whatever it is, you thought stuff was cool. As soon as you turn your back.
A complete shock as people here were talking about peace. It appears the Iranians have launched a surprise attack. It comes within an hour of Israel's Prime Minister releasing a statement saying Israel has successfully removed Iran's nuclear and ballistic missile threats. But right now we are braced for the sort of missile strikes we have seen over the past week, which intensified before the ceasefire came into effect. In the past 24 hours, Israel also struck government targets in the heart of Tehran, including Revolutionary Guard operatives and the even prison, one of the Islamic Republic's principal instruments of political repression. Iran fought until the end with waves of missiles lasting 2 hours early this morning. Israel's defense minister has released a statement saying they will respond with force to this violation.
So just imagine, you big bro, you look, come on, man. Little bro, like, it was successful. So happy. We did it. We good. We good now. We good now. This is how big bro reacted right here. This video. Big bro, like, after I did all of that.
As soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I'd never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. When I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because of one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what?
Little bro
We
ain't listening.
basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what.
So little bro, big bro is fed up. Big bro is fed up. Big bro is mad. Little bro like, hey, we did what we needed to do. We good. We good. But if you think for 1 second that if you were to go somewhere and somebody slid you, that you ain't gonna remember. Oh, okay. Okay. Drop some drip in the comments. You ever slide somebody and really get away with it? Do you? Do you really get away with it? Drop some drip in the comments. Let us know. For me, it's not World War III, right? But with technology, you don't know how that attack about to come pull up on you. It might not be. Oh, we gonna maybe looking for the wrong thing. Israel over here wanting to call themselves do X, Y, Z. Now we got threats on technology fronts. All because you couldn't just keep your hands to yourself. They got plenty of books for that. I believe one book they could use, their hands are not for hitting. Like, what's going on is why Israel, a country that's so tiny in size, is causing so much beef. So much beef. I don't understand it. I really don't. I would actually love to know. I don't know if y'all are from there, but I would love to know if you're from any of the countries around Israel. What is kind of the sentiment around like y'all's perspective about Israel? Like, let us know. Like I said, I've never been over there, but I would love to know the countries surrounding Israel, like what y'all's experience. Because I know, like in Europe, for example, you can backpack through Europe. You know what I'm saying? You can go Germany, you can go to Spain, France. You know, it's just kind of like people are just moving kind of freely. I would assume you ain't really able to just slide up in Israel.
Well, because you brought up a point of what that is, the European Union. That is what that is. So, I mean, maybe at some point, all of those things that can be de-escalated, and we might be able to see some form of unity. It would be very powerful as, you know, an entity, all of those places, because of their resources that they have, and combined, they could probably be very formidable. In a union at that rate, at that size, would be considered a very easily a superpower if it was to be combined, because of the resources that are held. So maybe, just maybe, the destabilization is one thing that gives the U.S. a continued advantage.
Maybe.
Off
I
my
mean,
soapbox.
I don't know. Like I said, drop some drip in the comments. I don't know if y'all like don't mess with each other like that. Like, regardless of like how powerful you could be together, maybe you literally just don't mess with each other like that. I mean, it could be that too. So, I mean, I don't know. So let us know if y'all from any of the countries. Let us know. I have no idea. So, speaking of not messing with nobody like that, you got anything else, Cassius Pay, before I go into the next topic?
Yeah, I mean, just I'm happy that there's supposedly a ceasefire right now, as of today.
As of this very moment. As of this very moment, because we could get right up off this live and be like, you know, it's like at the end of the live and find out. Yeah, as of this
But
very
even
moment.
still, that'd be the epitome of I feel you, but I can't reach you because I'm not on that one. So
yeah, I definitely don't condone the violence, because it to me, there's not been any evidence that we needed to pull up. Like, we didn't need
and
to
really,
pull up on them.
I think what it kind of did is put our president in a precarious situation where you have allyship that you need to handle, but you're doing things that are based on hand intelligence, and then now all of a sudden, we got the Monday morning quarterbacks is what they call it after you done had the game and everything go through, and now everybody like, well, you should have did this, you could have did this. Well, that's the point of history, but at the same time, he made a decision based on the information that he had up front. He also had other people that had other information to say the former, so he decided what he decided, and here we are today. And we are probably all lucky that cooler heads prevailed and we did not start something that could potentially be that. But maybe that's not even what everybody thinks. Like hand-to-hand combat is war, when really war now these days is financial. War is political,
technological,
and
security.
definitely technology, security. So there's different ways
and
in
resources
order to do this.
and resources. Because if you think for 1 minute that the ability to starve us, when I say us, I mean Americans, to starve us out isn't a tactic, you would sadly be mistaken, because that's what China was on. Oh, okay. And they are on. If you think that that's over, that ain't over. That ain't over.
Well, I haven't read into it yet, but the headline is that there is a trade deal that is to be completed between the U.S. and China at this moment. So I'll look into it by now.
I bet, because they one thing they got a showcode on, making stuff. Got that right. That's a chokehold on that. So all right, let's get into our next topic. I won't spend too much time on this, but let's talk about Representative, I think it's Cammack's story, abortion privilege. So if y'all remember, for all of these very, very many years, Republicans are typically are pro-life, right? Meaning, I don't care what the situation is, we finna have this baby. We're gonna take care of this baby. We're gonna make sure this baby good, right? It's pretty much, you don't kill a baby, murder a baby. And their perspective of murder would be if there is a fetus, a life form that is a baby. Okay, that's what they consider that to be.
We should use other language instead of what you just said. But
what, fetus? Okay. Well, I'm just saying. Well, like that's okay. So let me rephrase that. Okay.
Thank you.
People who are pro-life would be more so for do not use abortion as a form of no longer having a baby. Is that better? No longer having a fetus, no longer having any kind of pregnancy of some sort.
Just say I'm unpregnant. Just say that.
Sure. Okay, to be unpregnant. I've actually never heard that before, but all right. So with that in mind, there are scenarios where the abortion is not necessarily because you don't want to have a child, but like it could be like medical or quality of life, stuff like that, right? So there's reasons beyond just like you're not having a baby. So that is, people would be pro-choices regardless of the reason. They should be allowed to decide if they want to continue or not. So that's really the big debate. So what we're going to show you is a story of a Republican. So keep in mind what I just for our viewers who are not from America, I'm sure y'all probably know about it anyways, but if you're not from America, that's why this is relevant, because Representative Cammack's story she is a Republican representative. And so this is her story. Keep that in mind as we look at this. I have never actually heard of like unpregnant. That's different.
An exclusive Wall Street Journal interview with North Central Florida Congresswoman Cammack. Cammack spoke with the newspaper about health problems caused by a previous ectopic pregnancy. That's when the baby grows outside the uterus. She said doctors hesitated to give her treatment and almost put her life at risk due to controversy over Florida's abortion laws. Alachua County Democrats are accusing her of hypocrisy on social media. We reached out to Cammack's office for comment and are still waiting to hear back. Well, coming up next, if you're...
So, I gave you that information to cue up why this is important. So it is interesting because the real question is she coming from a state of place of privilege? If I'm not mistaken, she actually got like approval from like the governor to be able to do what she felt she needed to do because of the ectopic pregnancy. Now, if you don't know a governor in the state, what happens to you?
Your ass gonna have to take a ride.
Well, not just
That's old school. That's my.
What can happen?
My grandma told me about that. About a hanger.
What? Oh, what?
Don't listen. Don't listen to me. Just keep going with your life. I heard ways that they used to do unpregnancies.
I don't know what they would do about this situation, but from what I understand from that is the issue is that it can like rupture and like have bursting kind of going on, and I believe the mother's life is threatened as well as the fetus. So like it's like a double, like potentially nothing good could come from it. Like so,
no, it's like, definitely dangerous, and to be serious,
it's incredibly dangerous. Like nothing good, literally, could
life threatening. And people, this is the type of scenario that people talk about when they talk about the actual use cases for, the debate on life of the mother versus life of the fetus. When really, was the fetus going to be viable anyway? That's really what the debate would be, because of it's being outside of the space where it needs to be.
Yeah, and people argue about like what do you consider viable to be, like, and that gets into all of those things. But the reason I bring this up is as people make policy changes and like their viewpoints, sometimes they're coming from a place of privilege because they have not experienced needing the opposite situation, right? So I would be curious, and this is what drippers, let me know in the comments. Y'all think she about to stay a Republican, or you think she about to either be independent or Democrat? What y'all think?
I don't know. There's a lot of shuffling starting to go around anyway.
And also, y'all think anybody gonna say nothing to her about that? Because just because she got approval don't mean that they condone that. Drop some drip in the comments. Let us know. I'm curious. I know that like Democratic representatives were upset and they addressed it, but I'm wondering, I'm kind of curious to hear what the Republicans have to say about their own person kind of going against the like a foundational value. If you tell everybody else, deal with the consequences of whatever may come from it, it's interesting that she did not have to. And so that's really the debate. Do you really only care when it hits home? And yeah, let us know. Drop some drip in the comments. Let us know. So that's all I wanted to bring up on that. All right. So our last topic is about to get spicy. You ready? Birthright citizenship. Who was it really for? The reason why this is relevant is because as we talk about like deportation and immigration, a lot of the use cases have been the birthright citizenship. But today, I can't remember if we got the link for that, but today the conversation is who was it really for? And just because it's created doesn't mean that it's created for you. Let's see what Donnie had to say.
Policies that have been wrongly enjoined on a nationwide basis. And some of the cases we're talking about would be ending birthright citizenship, which now comes to the fore. That was meant for the babies of slaves. It wasn't meant for people trying to scam the system and come into the country on a vacation This was, in fact, it was the same date, the exact same date, the end of the Civil War. It was meant for the babies of slaves, and it's so clean and so obvious. But this lets us go there and finally win that case, because hundreds of thousands of people are pouring into our country under birthright citizenship, and it wasn't meant for that reason. It was meant for the babies of slaves. So thanks to this decision, we can now properly file to proceed with these numerous policies and those that have been wrongly enjoined on a nationwide basis, including birthright citizenship, ending sanctuary city funding, suspending refugee resettlement, freezing unnecessary funding, stopping federal taxpayers from paying for transgender surgeries, and numerous other priorities of the American people. We have so many of them. I have a whole list. I'm not going to bore you, and I'm going to have Pam get up and say a few words, but there's really, she could talk as long as she wants, because this is a very important decision. This is a decision that covers a tremendous amount of territory. But I want to just thank again the Supreme Court for this ruling. It's a giant. It's a giant. And they should be very proud.
Well, that was interesting. I wasn't ready for Donnie to say that. I wasn't ready for him to be like, oh yeah, so like it exists for the babies of slaves. Oh, okay. So as we unpack the history, the politics, and who this policy was really designed to protect, what are y'all thoughts? Drop some drip in the comments. Y'all think that this is fair to change? Like how it's been interpreted, right? Like that's basically what he brought up as like the interpretation of this has been used and weaponized in a different way. But now comes the question for some folks that I've seen in comments. Well, then who technically can utilize this? Like who is now the audience of birthright citizenship? Well, what it sounds like, which I would love to get more, I think they're going to have to go and craft, I don't want to say craft policy, but I think they'll have to craft like clarification around this, possibly, because the way it's been used, it doesn't mean that it's been used correctly. So from what Donnie said, how I take it is if you are a baby or descendant of someone who was a slave, you are a citizen because your lineage is that, right? There's that. I think we can all agree if you are Native American, you were here first anyway, so like you should be a citizen. So I think that that's not really up for debate. I don't foresee them going back and like taking away citizenship, and that's kind of like the vibe I've been getting for people like, oh, they're gonna go through and take people's citizenship. I don't know about that.
I don't think there'll be a reversal.
What I heard is you can't get new citizenship. Like we're not allowing new people to come and like just because you're born here, you get to just have citizenship type of thing. Now, citizenship in itself are based on who's here with you. So let's say your parents, your parents are citizens, you're a citizen. Your grandparents were here, they're citizens, you're a citizen. I don't think those things are like up for a debate. But I think the real area around this is if you come here and your parents are not from here and they did not do the naturalization process, then you're getting targeted. So it's interesting to me that last time we were talking about like deportation, we have now shifted the conversation, not just from Holman's out here kicking down doors and be like, hey, you got to get out of here. Now it's also another side being hit of, I don't even care that you were born here because you're not supposed to be here. So kind of like really ripping all that out. So I think, to me, from a technology perspective, it's an interesting take. I think that I would be curious. I mean, there's a lot of like facial recognition and stuff like that going on right now, right? So they are like obviously making profiles of people and stuff too, allegedly. I'm not in there, so I can't say for sure. But keeping track of all these folks will be interesting. And like the long webs of people, right? In some ways, we as humans are making it easier for them. Every time you do 23andMe, every time you do one of those, you're making it easier for them. They literally have your genetic data and they'll be able to decide those things for you. Link your social security number, your name, your family, where you're from, all that stuff in one nice packaged bow and give it to them. So for me, I'm not doing none of that. They can't have my information. Not because of birthright citizenship, but I mean, if you're concerned about birthright citizenship, I don't think I would do that either. But unless you think it'll be beneficial, I guess maybe you should do it. But yeah, that's really my concern is, as you look at those types of areas where you're linking people and where they come from, as you give up your genetic data, you're definitely making it easier for that type of policy. So that's really what I have on that. Cassius Pay, do you got anything that you wanted to add on the
Well, just to close it out, it's the epitome of I feel you, but I can't reach you. And that's been my theme for the week with some of these debates, is that I understand where you're coming from. However, it's not my battle, and not my fight. So, at this point, I am here to understand where we're going and to be able to negotiate / understand where I need to move and pivot. And I will continue to do that. We should be building up ourselves, our wealth, and looking at opportunities ahead. Because when times are in angst, this is where the opportunities come from a capitalism perspective. And that's what I do. Cash is pay.
I get money. Money I got. Okay. Well, that's really all I had. I was gonna give y'all a little bit of drip about like conservative values on, your girl Tia Mowry, but I guess I could just wait on that. We ain't gotta do all that. We ain't gotta do that tonight. But maybe she don't consider herself like whatever. She can do what she want to do. We ain't gotta get into that. All right, y'all. Well, thank you for coming through, dropping some drip with me. We actually wrapped this up at a decent time. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you share this with a family member plus 2 additional people that you think might like our content. Like I said, rock out with us, drip with us, and Odd Squad, we appreciate y'all. We will catch y'all next Friday. But I might hit up with a double. What you think? Think I should double up on them tonight with another live? Cash Space not even responding. He said nope. You think I should double up?
Oh no,
tonight?
I said I'm the producer. I get paid overtime, so it don't matter to me if you're trying to do that.
I don't know. I might do another live.
All right, but while we doing that, I'm gonna do some shameless plugs about this drip.
Okay.
So go back and look at Learn from Brett.
Oh yeah, Brett. He's still in jail.
This one is an amazing one. We got some awesome thumbnails. This one has gone ham, so we are good. Go ahead, go back and look at that live stream. Ice versus everybody. And it's still up. That was the last one that we ran last week. And of course, we have this one today. If y'all like these thumbnails that, we've been getting up with the drip on them, let me know. Let me know something.
Yeah, drop some drip in the comments. Let us know how you like the thumbnails. And definitely check out that last live, because Michelle Obama might need her own live stream, because baby, the way she be talking about her husband is crazy work. It's crazy work.
All right.
And you might have to do a whole live just on dissecting her show and how many times take a drink every time she says something negative about Obama, about Barack. We'll be drunk. It's crazy. It's terrible. All right, y'all. We appreciate it. And, shout out to Plain Dane. Missed him tonight. But we'll catch him on the next time. All right, y'all. Make sure you check out the socials. We appreciate y'all. Bye, Ad Squad.
Late night trip, come and take a sip. Odd squad, see, let your thoughts flip.